If I have a bearish credit spread with a short strike 17,700 right now, what would be the best way to adjust the position? 17,700. You have to roll it up. This usually happens, when you get a gap up or a gap down. Here, a few questions need to be asked. First and foremost is, why do you have a bearish credit spread in place when the directional bias is clearly up? That is the first question. You should not have reached to a conclusion of establishing a bearish credit spread just because of the fact that the directional bias is up. One, let's say for some reason you have it, and if you have it and markets have reached that strike, you have to roll it up. If the market have reached your short strike and you roll it up, say you take it to 200 points up, 17,900, that won't cover your loss because 17,900 premiums won't be high as compared to what 17,700 is. So your losses are higher and you won't be able to cover it by 17,900 bearish credit spread by rolling it up. So you roll up a little, maybe try to recover as much losses as possible. And now the fact that markets have moved higher, and if they have proved that they have changed fundamentally and they are trying to go higher, you can then support your bearish credit spread with a bullish credit spread. That is usually how adjustments are made in case of a bullish and bearish credit spread. But now see, the problem is that the directional bias is up and you establish a bearish credit spread. So it was wrong in as an idea itself. And now it is been proven wrong. Now what happens is you try to move it up, that is all right. But as soon as you think about establishing a 17,500 bullish credit spread, the exhaustion will create doubt in your mind, because if it starts to give an inventory adjustment break, then what we will do? So this is the kind of issues we often get trapped into if we ignore the basics, that is the directional bias and keeping a safe distance away from the current market price. See, if the directional bias is up, why it is important is because as it starts moving up, it leaves behind areas of struggle where the buyers won. That is why identifying directional bias is up. So this is one area that was left behind, right? And then this is one of the point of control or HVNs. You have a gap. Now today you have another gap, and if you combine these two, you have a potential absorption of supply kind of a situation going on. Now why you have so many hurdles? Okay, let's number them: H1, H2, H3. We forgot this failed auction. This is H2.5, this is H4, this is H5 hurdles. So many hurdles are there. Why? Because the directional bias is up. And obviously there will be areas of struggle like this one, like this one, like this one. And every time the buyers get the better of sellers, you move up. So you leave behind areas of struggle. And if you have areas of struggle left behind, anytime market tries to go lower, these areas of struggle will support the markets. And if it does not, let's say you come below this last area of struggle here, okay, it does not support you, go below that, accept below that, that is the first warning sign that something is wrong. Think about your position. Do you really still want to hold it? Should you start adjusting it? So this is what is required to manage your position once it has been established. If you go back to Bank Nifty example, you can clearly see when I established it here, okay, my position, what were the references I had in mind? One was this failed auction, another one was this HVN, then there was this tail, and there was this point of control. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hurdles were there, and also we had that day's VWAP, okay, this trending day VWAP. So many references were there that were in between the current market price and my short strike, that if it started coming down and if it had started accepting below this VWAP, I would immediately start thinking how I will manage my bullish credit spread in case market again comes lower and attacks this reference. I will start thinking on those lines, and that can only happen if you stay with the directional bias.